DJ all the way. It's the coach. This is the 2019 season on EA Sports. Coming up, running back David Johnson, fresh off 100 yards on the ground a week ago, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Tampa Bay.
We are just to the west of you, Coach, on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium. Just north of downtown Tampa. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Buccaneers heading out. It's the fifth-year man, Jameis Winston, in charge. The big key for Jameis this year, just finding a way to avoid those turnovers. They've been his undoing during his tenure in Tampa. It's no secret. 14 interceptions again last year, plus 7 fumbles in just 9 games played. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out, but I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. He was brought down there by Will Parks.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Being chased out left. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Now Ellington. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Ellington. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Winston leaves it with Barber on the draw. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Still on his feet. The timeout here is we got a player shaken up, and that's Johnson who's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the 41, Murray. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray, toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Larry Fitzgerald. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Barber. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the 1st.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. This is Ellington, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
A pass complete there to Crabtree. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
Let's go, D. Watch that three. Watch that.
Off the draw. Here's Johnson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. From just shy of midfield, Murray eluding the pressure right.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
54.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunder. Right out of the gate, huh? How about that? Hitting the defense hard early, and of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 2nd and inches, Murray to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Crabtree that time, but now it'll be 3rd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off the drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. We take a look ahead at what's to come later tonight. Sunday Night Football, it'll be the Vikings and the Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And then tomorrow night, we've got the Seahawks and the Niners from Levi's Stadium. And we were in the Bay Area for the Raiders on Thursday night. Now right back out to watch the Niners on Monday night. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Winston gives to Barber, and he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Winston now. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
David Johnson now gears up to help lead this offense back on the field. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching will remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL and say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Now, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from him. To throw is Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, you know, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 42. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Murray now to throw. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. This is Mostert. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
From the 30 on second down, Winston. And that's complete. It's Ellington. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Play action now. Winston. He finds Coleman. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A huge play there on the screen pass. 44 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Jameis again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing, Winston. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Murray. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, Murray. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it, escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jameis to throw it. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Final play of the half here, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a...
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's been fun to watch run the football. We know he can pass, but using it...
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's Murray from midfield. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Murray now on first down. Crabtree has it. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Michael Crabtree, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He hits his target, left side, Watson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run the toss to Barber. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That 2nd down play nets a -4. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Winston. And that's complete. It's Watson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the ground, Ellington. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D.
Now Winston. He'll find Barber out of the backfield.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
3rd and short yardage. Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Flush to his right. Completes it to Fitzgerald. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long and hope someone will come free.
He's going to take off with it. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Here's Murray dancing to his left. And he's got Fitzgerald. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line.
Check. 49, check.
Mostert. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Winston now. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Barber on 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a...
On 2nd and 12, Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Winston. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To the air again with Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. He completes it to Evans. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? Looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Throwing on 2nd down. Murray buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Crabtree, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray airing one deep for Crabtree. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Murray now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Now Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Breaking that one up was Justin Evans. Read it perfectly. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later? Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Jameis to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Winston on 4th down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Now Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Again, it's Winston. And that's complete. It's Allington. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that should just about put this one in the win column for the Cardinals. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. The arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Crabtree the target on that one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the interception, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Come on now, let's go.
Off the play fake, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really
in a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Lavonte David, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught by Evans. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Arizona, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, it's another week, another loss as they fall now to 0-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.